Okay, today we are going to talk about comma rule number 1, which is commas and coordinate adjectives. So first off, let's talk about what is a coordinate adjective. Well, a coordinate adjective are adjectives placed next to each other that are equal in importance. Remember, an adjective is a descriptive word, so we're looking at a sentence that has two descriptive words placed right next to each other in a sentence. Okay, so how do we go about knowing whether or not to use a comma when we have coordinate adjectives? Okay, there are two different tests for this process. The first one is to see whether the word and can be smoothly placed between the two adjectives. If you can place the word and in between the two adjectives and the sentence still makes sense, you would use a comma. The second test is to see whether the adjective's order in the sentence can be reversed, meaning switch around the adjectives. Does the sentence still make sense? If so, use a comma. If not, don't use a comma. Let's go through an example. So our example is, we saw a young golden retriever. So in this sentence, we know that the two adjectives or two descriptive words are going to be young and golden. So in our test number 1, it says we are to insert the word and. We saw a young and golden retriever. I would say that probably doesn't make the best sense. So the next test that we would use is we would reverse these two adjectives. So we would have the sentence, we saw a golden young retriever. Okay, we saw a golden young retriever. Well, I know that definitely doesn't make sense. So that tells me that in this example, no comma is going to be used. Let's go through a couple between our two adjectives. Oops, sorry about that. Marie's light green dress swayed in the wind. Okay, so we know our two adjectives are light and green. Okay, so let's try the first one. Let's insert the word and. Marie's light and green dress swayed in the wind. Not very good. Let's try reversing. Marie's green light dress swayed in the wind. No, we know that light and green must go in that order, so no comma is going to be used. Okay, the second one. I want you to go ahead and try the second and the third one on your own. Once you're finished, move on to the next slide, which is a sentence of your own using coordinate adjectives. See, asks you to